Welcome into a special signing day edition of AZ Audibles on Sports 360 AZ, and it's our team, Jordan Ham, Eric Sorensen, I'm Jared Cohen. We're going to look back at storylines and recall some great stories around the class of 2016. Starting with you, Eric, a couple guys that you did stories on early on. It's going to be bittersweet to see him go.
Two quarterbacks, one Daniel Bridgegat over at Paradise Valley, the other Corey Lyles at Saguaro. The first time I saw Daniel Bridgegat, he was a skinny sophomore playing varsity. This past season, he got to 6'3", 200 pounds, 64 total touchdowns, 6,000 total yards. He's headed to the University of Washington. Lyles, talk about a great story, came in. His first start as a junior was against Chaparral, 15 of 20, over 300 yards. He led the SaberCats to back-to-back state championships. He's on his way to Wisconsin.
And speaking of Saguaro, Jordan, I know what they've been able to accomplish every year, and then again this season has caught your eye.
Yeah, in the movie Wedding Crashers, they say that Maryland does crab cakes and football.
Here we go.
And over at Saguaro, they do state championships and Division I athletes. Since Mons took over in 2012, they've just had a laundry list of guys going to big-time programs and making an impact on the next level. You have Luke Rebenzer over at Cal. He went up as a quarterback, has spent some time as a safety. We don't know where he's going to be going in terms of position moving forward, but he's found the field a lot. And then 2015, Christian Kirk. I mean, maybe you've heard of him. He had a huge impact for the Aggies over at Texas A&M, SEC Freshman of the Year. And then this class, you have Byron Murphy headed up to Washington, as Eric mentioned, Corey Lyles going to Wisconsin, and then Julian Carter. He's a guy that's kind of been under the radar, but he's going to Boise State as well as a receiver. And looking forward, you have Caden Lyles. He'll be moving to Wisconsin with his brother. The family's moving up there, but he's a guy that could have been a top recruit for Saguaro. And then KJ Jarrell, the big-time safety, already double-digit offers as a junior.
Definitely. And then they also got Michael Weinstein on the offensive line going to USD. So it's been amazing what Coach Mons and company has been able to accomplish. For me, the year of 2016 is a year of special teams. You don't really see Division I scholarship offers thrown out nationally to that many special teams guys. Well, Arizona has 4. Leading with the top long snapper in the state, and Turner Bernard from Mountain Ridge. He's going to San Diego State. Great story. Here's a guy, his dad, he tutors and coaches long snappers. He turned himself into an absolute star, played in the Under Armour All-American game. Connor Culp, no big deal, one of the best in the nation, going to LSU. He's got a bazooka foot, as you put it in one of your stories earlier last season, Eric. Culp is fantastic. And then a couple guys going to NAU. And Luis Aguiar and also Griffin Roller, Agua Fria and Nogales, those two. So 4 special teams guys going to play at the Division I level in this 2016 class. It's pretty cool and kind of a storyline within this group. Eric, there's a really cool story around a kid that went from unrecruited to being highly sought after that has really caught your radar.
Yeah, talk about what a difference a year makes. Austin Dixon, offensive lineman from Corona del Sol. At the end of his junior year, he was 6'3", 215 pounds. Last season, he played at 6'6", 265. He's also headed to Boise State. He had offers from Purdue, Nevada, Hawaii, and others. Talk about a great story.
And Jordan, there's a guy that you feel that was kind of under-recruited, maybe a little under-heralded as a prospect that you think once he gets up into college, he's really going to turn it loose.
Yeah, I was looking at this current class, and I wanted to find the Nate Phillips of that group. Nate Phillips played for Basha back in 2013, had a very decorated career, but was pretty under-recruited. And then he went to U of A, had a very good couple of seasons, 13 career touchdowns for the Wildcats, a great option for Rich Rod. And the one that jumps out to me from this class is Hamilcar Rashid. He's a Chandler defensive end, outside linebacker, and a guy that really can get to the quarterback. 13 sacks, 13 tackles for loss, 100 total tackles on the year. But despite those great numbers, they really weren't getting many looks until Oregon State came calling. He committed within minutes of getting that offer. His brother also committed to play basketball up there. So some family ties as well, and I think that he's going to just be a monster for the Beavers.
Yeah, and one of the many Oregon State players that are going to be coming from Arizona from this class. So people out and fans of Arizona prospects will have to become Beavers fans here in the next coming years. I'm going to cap it off, guys. I'm just going to recall a couple players that I just thoroughly enjoyed covering over the years, starting with 2 more guys from Chandler. I remember when I met Chase Lucas for the first time. I was at Chandler early in the season in 2013, and I was out there, I believe, to do a story on Bryce Perkins or someone around their program. And Chase Lucas had, I think it was strep throat or something. He was sick, and he was was standing off on the sidelines next to me, and he comes up to me and he introduced himself. Hi, I'm Chase Lucas. I'd heard of him at the time, didn't quite know what he was going to turn into. He's turned into one of the most special players I've had the opportunity to cover at this level. And then on that same team in the same year, Mason Moran, he was playing safety at the time. And I remember before a game that I called on Sports 360 AZ with the Chandler Unified School District partnership that we have, I was talking to Iguano on the field, and he said that we have this kid, Mason Moran, who was a sophomore at the time, that could be as talented, if not more talented, than Bryce Perkins. And sure enough, he comes in as a senior. He waits for his time, had a phenomenal senior season, and it earned him, in just 1 year playing starting quarterback, a Division I scholarship to Oregon State with Hamilcar. Again, that's Jordan. That's Eric. I'm Jared. Happy signing day to everyone in Arizona and all across the country. This has been AZ Audibles on Sports 360 AZ.